Hello friends, welcome to Java IO tutorial. In this video, we are going to see how to use StreamTokenizer. In the previous video, we talked about StreamTokenizer, and in that video, we passed a string based on the delimiter space. We retrieved the weights from the given string. Now, in this video, we will use StreamTokenizer, and the StreamTokenizer has the advantage of detecting the number, weights, and even end of line. So we will be using the functions next token. Then there are internal members that will come handy when we are parsing the given input. So you will learn what is ttype, token type, nval, number val, sval, string val or weight content. So StreamTokenizer provides additional functionality over StreamTokenizer. We know that StreamTokenizer can split a word based on the delimiter space. Or during the construction, you can change the delimiter, and based on that, it will detect the token and retrieve it to you. StreamTokenizer performs the same operation. On top of that, you can detect numbers as well as string. StreamTokenizer can detect weights. Weight means it can contain number as well as English letter and special character. Number means purely a number. Also, end of line. So it will detect a new line character. Next token method returns a constant which we can check with a constant to know what was read. So here if you see next token, it returns a constant, and you can check that constant to know what was lastly read. So the member ttype also holds this return value. Suppose if next token returned a value, let's say, from that returned constant you can check whether it's a word or a new line character or a number. So you can check that in the return value, or you can even check that in the ttype, that means a token type member variable. So after calling this next token, you can always, not always, after reading the next token, you can make use of this member to know what was the last token that was read by the StreamTokenizer. So here we are talking about the constant, right? The constants are in ttype, you can detect all this, or the return value you can compare with these values. So one is TTEOF, so end of file reached, that was the return value denotes. EOL, end of line detected. So if you want to parse a given string line by line, you can use this TTEOL. Then word detected, if a string is like this, each time when you read, it will read a token and it sets TT word first time. When it reads the token for the second time, it will set the member TT number. Then it reads the third one and once again sets a TT word. And here is a end of line. And once it detects end of line, here it states end of line detected. And if this is the end of information, then after reading this new line, and when you read next token once again, you will get end of line, end of file reached. So end of file means it's not that you can only read a file. You can even provide a string in the form of a text information also, and when you reach end of text, the ttype will be set. So after checking the return value, we can read number from nval and stringval. Say for example, when you are checking the ttype and that denotes word detected, tt word, then you can refer the nval internal member to return the string, to return the number. And when you make a call to next token, we know that it will return a constant using the ttype or from the return constant value. Say for example, what we checked is matching with a number detected, then we have to read the nval member to read the parsed information. The same way you can read sval also. So these two member on each call next token you can read based on what is read in the last parsing action. For example, when next token returns tt word, so that's what just now we discussed, the sval member holds a last read string. So if return value is a tt number, then you have to go and refer nval. Now let's look at the string tokenizer example. So if you see here, this is a input text, ta input. Then here we have one more text area control, ta words. Then we have total numbers, ta numbers. So what we will do, we will provide a string of text here. The string may contain text as well as a pure number as word, and once you click analyze, it will show the words and numbers. So word will be displayed here and number will be displayed on this text area. So here we are reading the word and number separately. So this is the analyze button, and we named it as a btn analyze. So in the btn analyze action performed, we are setting the a ta number, b ta number is c. We are setting c and b as empty. We are clearing this first. Next, if you see, we make use of a string reader class, and we take the input text and form string reader, and we are naming it as a str reader. From this string reader, we are piping the stream tokenizer. Once a stream tokenizer is in hand, so Java asks you to handle the IO exception. Alright, now we place our code inside this try catch, and tokenizer, this is one, right? Next token. Here actually we read the content token by token. So here if you see, there are 3 tokens. Very first time when you read, it will return tt word. Why? Because this is a word. And ttype also we are checking. Let's say there is same line of text here and our content ends. So the user types 2 lines of text. So ttype will be reached when we previously read this token, and at present we are staying here. During this time, if you make a call to text next token, the ttype will be set. So we are forming a loop based on this, so we will be continuously reading the content, and we come out when all contents are read. Next, if you see here, tokenizer ttype, so token type we are checking, it's a member, and if it is a number, tt number, so whenever tokenizer is here for the second iteration, it will set this member. So that time what we are doing here, we are taking ta numbers here, we append, see if you see here, tokenizer.nval. So this time, since it's a number that was read in the last parsing, and we also checked that the tokenizer tt number and the tt type both are matching, so we know that nval will hold a number. So first we are reading that value and casting it as a integer type, then we construct new string and we are converting it to string and appending it here to the total numbers. And in the there is one more if condition, we should have used else if, but that's okay. Here if, this time we are checking tt weight, and if you see here, we are making use of sval based on what we are checking. So here, when tt type holds a tt weight, that means the last read token is weight, and we refer the sval. And when we are appending it, this time we are using ta weights b. Here we are appending the string weights. Here we are appending only the numbers. Alright, now it's demo time. We will go to NetBeans IDE and develop the form. After that we start writing the code. So here is our form. We need 3 label and 1 button, then 3 text area. First we will create our project. The form is ready. Now I'm going to palette. So the labels are ready. Next, if you see, we have 3 scroll pan, and inside that we placed our text area. So first we will place our scroll pan. It will be available under the containers. Now we will place the button at this location. And the name here is btn analyze. Alright, we will place our text area components. So when I am dragging and dropping, I am dropping it inside the JScroll pan, and you can see a relation is set. So whatever I dropped, that's a child of the scroll pan. Then we have to rename our controls. So this text area, we are naming it as TA input, TA weights, TA numbers. You can give any variable name, but since I provided a skeleton here, I'm just following it. All right. Now for the scroll pan, we can go to property, and as usual we can ask only for the vertical. Horizontal never, vertical as needed. The same goes for the next one also. Never, as needed. That's all. Now we have to handle the action performed event. The code was already explained in the PowerPoint slide. So now if I go through it, you will understand it clearly. We have two text area and we are setting the text as empty initially. Then we form a string reader. And the string reader is from java.io package. We are importing it, and from our input text area we are forming the string reader. Then we form StreamTokenizer out of that string reader, importing java.io StreamTokenizer. After that we make use of the StreamTokenizer and we parse the content. And we end the loop when the StreamTokenizer next token returns end of a file. Then using the token type on each token read, we check the token type, and if it is a number, we read a number value. If it is a weight, we read a string value. And this is from java.io exception. All right, we imported everything. Now we can build this once. Now in our project we have one more example. Okay, build was succeeded. Now we can run this, run file. It displays. So if you want to provide a title, then go to design, choose your JFrame, bring up the property and set a title here. StreamTokenizer example. So let's provide some sample string. And if you see, we have 4 numbers and the remaining stuffs are text. So now if I choose analyze here, you can see all the texts are parsed. And here you will be seeing only the numbers 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 1, 6 and 7, 7, 6. So That's the use of StreamTokenizer. You can parse weights as well as numbers. So just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.